Here's exactly what to do if your coach is no good. First of all, let's define no good. Maybe they're great. Maybe they're young. Maybe they're overworked like most coaches are. A lot of high school coaches, they're coaching football, track. They're staying in decks in the summer to make money. I mean, these people are, when they're starting out as a teacher, you're not doing very well. They're coaching 3 sports, and they have what, 80 kids on the freshman and high school and girls team. 47 of them are first or second year, which means season. Most people don't have a year of experience. They have 3.5 months. Someone who says, I have 3 years of experience, well, you really have 10.5 months of experience. And if you're a youth kid, you wrestle twice a week. So, you got like 32 practices. So, but they're inundated with people who don't know what the hell they're doing. And here's your kid who, you're putting time and effort in, and he or she is. And the coach is like, dude, I can't coach your kid. It's like if you're the only kid who can do advanced placement physics, and you're in a classroom with a bunch of science dummies like me, guess what? Deal with it. I got 34 kids here. We have 1 physics master and a bunch of dummies. So I got to do what I got to do. They got to coach to the masses. So, either way, they're not getting the job done for you. And maybe they're a coach who never wrestled before, a good dude doing the best they can, but they're not very good. Not his fault. I was a triple jump coach in high school. When I was a high school teacher, I was terrible, but it wasn't my fault. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I just, did the best I could according to what the head coach told me to do. She wrote it on an index card, and that's what I did. So, coach isn't getting it done for you, okay? This is what you do. You need to be able to bypass that. You don't want to be at the mercy of a team or a coach. So, try to get a home mat and get 1 or 2 partners, preferably a couple, so that somebody's always on call. And you're going to get some on your own time for about 2 hours once a week. No live wrestling, just drilling. Okay? Me and my brother, we had all of our technique. Just write down front headlock on the top of a piece of paper, and write down below that how many wrestling techniques you know from a front headlock, and then maybe front headlock defense. And you just write stuff down, and then do that with leg attacks and turns, bottom. You're like, holy cow, I know way more on bottom than I thought. There's 13 different things there. Well, guess what? You just have a practice plan now, don't you? Sure you do. Now, our online academy could help if you want that, but you already know about that. Either you want it or you don't. But write this stuff down, and then see, now you're no longer at the mercy of a coach or a team. Also, during high school season or youth season, heck, just get to practice 40 minutes early. How about, I tell my kids, some of our guys and girls are extremely advanced, right? I mean, we had 39 kids go D1 in the past 2.5 years. We have 500 athletes training with us every single week. There's some good ones. I'm like, so let's say you go to a dual meet and you have a bye, or maybe you have a beginner, and you're like, okay, I'm going to crush this dude. I'm going to crush this girl. Guess what? You're going to get an 1.5-hour drill. After you weigh in, you're going to rehydrate a little bit, and then you're going to say, hey, coach, and then you're going to drill. There's JV kids there. There's kids on the team that are not starting that they took along, and you're going to get a practice in, and you're going to work on your stuff, all drilling. I just cannot tell you how easy it is. So we have a little exercise we do in our academy, and I'm like, okay, guys, the state title's right there. National title's right there. It's right there. It's right there. This is so close. It's just about drills and skills and technique. So if you just drill through your stuff, it's going to help you tremendously. Secondly, what it does is you start to feel good about yourself, right? Whenever you don't feel like doing something, maybe cleaning the garage, and you clean it spotless, every time you walk into the garage, you feel like $1 million. Okay. You feel better about yourself. So we're developing self-esteem here too, right? And when your kids go to a practice and the coach is working half Nelsons for 3 days, and you're like, oh my God, half Nelsons. I actually want to wrestle in college. I actually want to win a state title. I cannot do this. Now the opposite is happening. The kids feeling discouraged and like they're not going to win. So we cannot let that happen. So, it's not the coach's fault much of the time. They're just doing what they can do, just like I did all I could do when I was, a triple jump coach. Now, my best girls went to the Fort Worth for their club, their AAU club, and, we were third in the state in like class 6, I think, in Texas in women's track. So, we were like nationally renowned. So it was badass track. It was awesome, a lot of fun. And I was just like a support person. But, they went to their professional coaches and got what they needed. And, I did the best I could. But it literally was not my fault that I never do a triple jump. The public school system, their job is not to hire you an expert coach in every sport. It's not their job. They can't do it if they wanted to. So take the bull by the horns, or you're going to get left out.